Subconscious mind is, of course, a very powerful thing. Sometimes I'll just write these words and I won't fucking know what they are for. But maybe 2 years later, that sentence or question that I wrote in my book.
Why does Johnny Depp still command such an intense, unwavering fan base? Even after years of controversy, not just casual admiration, not just nostalgia, but fierce loyalty, online armies, courtroom cheers, millions rallying in defense. This isn't just celebrity culture, it's psychology. Because what we witnessed over the past few years wasn't just a legal battle, it was a case study in the human mind, in loyalty, identity, bias, and belonging. Tonight, we're diving deep into the psychology behind Johnny Depp's enduring fan base and what it reveals about all of us. Before the headlines, before the courtroom live streams, there was Captain Jack Sparrow, Edward Scissorhands, Willy Wonka, Sweeney Todd. For over 3 decades, Johnny Depp wasn't just an actor. He was an emotional landmark in people's lives. The underdog narrative. When his legal battles went public, something shifted. To critics, it was scandal. To fans, it was injustice. Humans are wired to respond to perceived unfairness. Psychologically, we are drawn to the wronged hero. It activates our moral instincts. We want to restore balance. For many supporters, Depp became the underdog, a man fighting powerful systems, media narratives, and public judgment. And the underdog story is one of the most powerful narrative frameworks in human culture. We don't just watch it, we join it. Nostalgia and icon status. There's another layer. Most fans didn't meet Johnny Depp in a courtroom. They met him in childhood, through pirates and misfits and outsiders who didn't quite belong. Nostalgia isn't just memory. It's emotion frozen in time. When a public figure is tied to formative years, defending them can feel like defending a piece of yourself. If he falls, a piece of your past feels threatened too. The authenticity myth Hollywood is often seen as artificial, but Depp has long cultivated an image of eccentricity, rebellion, and artistic nonconformity. To fans, he doesn't feel manufactured. He feels real. Whether that perception is objectively true matters less than the emotional impact of believing it. Authenticity, or the appearance of it, builds trust, and trust builds loyalty. Now we enter deeper psychological territory, because most loyal fans have never met Johnny Depp. Yet many feel like they know him. This is called a parasocial relationship, a one-sided emotional bond formed with a public figure. One-sided intimacy through interviews, behind-the-scenes clips, trial live streams, and decades of media exposure.
I've never liked the term fans, you know. I just, I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. But I consider those people essentially our employers, you know. They're the boss because they're the ones who go to the cinemas. They're the ones who spend their money, their hard-earned money, to go and escape for 2 hours or whatever, you know, to watch a film. So, yeah, it's a very warm feeling always. It's a very, you know, it's always very touching to receive that kind of a welcome. So yeah, I thank my bosses.
Fans accumulate hours of perceived access. The brain processes repeated exposure as familiarity. Familiarity creates comfort, and comfort feels like connection, even if the connection is one way. Projecting values fans don't just admire Depp. Many see themselves in him, the outsider, the misunderstood artist, the person who feels judged. Psychologically, we project our own struggles onto public figures. If he wins, it feels like we win. If he is vindicated, it validates something personal inside us. That's no longer about celebrity, that's identity. The us versus them mentality. Once identity gets involved, tribes form. And when tribes form, conflict sharpens loyalty. Criticism from media or opposing voices can strengthen internal solidarity. It becomes not just Johnny Depp, but our Johnny Depp. And once a fandom shifts into defensive mode, it operates like a protective community. Here's where it gets even more fascinating. When controversy hits, you might assume new information changes opinions, but psychology tells a different story. Confirmation bias. We actively search for information that supports what we already believe. If someone believes Depp is innocent or unfairly targeted, they will gravitate toward clips, articles, and commentary that reinforce that view. Opposing information, often dismissed as biased or unreliable, it's not stupidity, it's human cognition. The halo effect. The halo effect occurs when one strong positive trait influences unrelated judgments. Depp is widely regarded as a talented actor. For some fans, that positive perception spills over into assumptions about character. He played vulnerable roles so convincingly. He seems gentle in interviews. Those impressions can unconsciously shape broader conclusions. The backfire effect. Here's the twist. When deeply committed fans are confronted with contradictory evidence, it can sometimes strengthen their original belief. Why? Because belief isn't just about information, it's about identity. If accepting new facts threatens your social group or self-image, your brain defends against it, not consciously, instinctively. But perhaps the strongest force isn't Johnny Depp himself, it's the community built around him. Shared identity and purpose. Humans crave belonging. Fandom offers instant connection. Shared hashtags, shared memes, shared live stream reactions. Suddenly, you're not just watching events unfold, you're participating in something bigger. That sense of collective identity fulfills a fundamental psychological need. Collective action. During legal proceedings, fan communities organize content campaigns, fundraising efforts, and digital advocacy. Action reinforces commitment. The more effort someone invests into defending a public figure, the stronger their attachment becomes. It's called the effort justification effect. We value what we work for. Rituals and reinforcement, fan edits, tribute videos, discussion threads. These rituals continuously reinforce loyalty. Each interaction strengthens neural pathways tied to emotional reward and group belonging.
I believe by giving people purpose, the opportunity to learn, you then give them you could be handing them their dream, you could be handing them their future.
Over time, the fandom becomes self-sustaining. It's not just about him anymore, it's about each other. Step back for a moment. This phenomenon isn't unique to Johnny Depp. It's a mirror. The search for heroes, we gravitate toward figures who embody resilience, rebellion, artistry, or injustice overcome. They become symbolic, larger than themselves. In uncertain times, symbolic figures provide psychological stability, escapism, and empowerment. Engaging in fandom can be an emotional outlet. When real life feels chaotic or unfair, supporting a public figure in a high-profile conflict can provide a sense of agency. You may not control your own workplace politics, but you can participate in a digital movement. That participation feels empowering. The social media amplifier. Decades ago, celebrity was distant. Now it's constant. Live streams, trending hashtags, viral clips. Social media accelerates parasocial bonding and tribal reinforcement at unprecedented speed. Controversy becomes spectacle. Spectacle becomes identity. Identity becomes loyalty. So why does Johnny Depp still command such intense loyalty? It's not blind worship. It's not simple ignorance. It's a layered psychological phenomenon built on nostalgia, narrative, identity, cognitive bias, community, and the universal human need to belong. Whether someone supports him, criticizes him, or remains neutral, the deeper story isn't just about one actor. It's about how the human mind works. Because when we defend a public figure, sometimes we're really defending a story about ourselves. And that might be the most fascinating part of all.